Hi everyone, and welcome back to His Heart for Us. Okay, so this is a very encouraging word, and this is absolutely for everybody. We all go through seasons in our life where we feel like we're in an absolutely crazy storm, like everything just seems to go wrong. And so this morning I've been going through a few weeks through quite a few storms in my life, and this morning I just sat with the Lord because I just had so many things going on in my mind, and I just felt so restless, and I just sat with God and to listen what He has to say to me, to comfort me in this time. And as I was just sitting there, the Lord just reminded me about the scripture that says, "Be still and know that I am God." And then He reminded me of when Peter walked on the water in the storm, and in that moment I just realized, like, I have to command this storm that's going on in my heart and in my mind. I have to command it to be still, like Jesus did with the storm. And so as I did that, the Lord just led me to read the scripture in Matthew 14, and I'm just going to read you the scripture, and then I'll tell you, what He told me. It was just absolutely so beautiful and so encouraging. So I'm going to read to you Matthew 14. So from verse 22 until verse 33. Immediately He made the disciples get into the boat and go ahead of Him to the other side while He dismissed the crowds. After dismissing the crowds, He went up on the mountain by Himself to pray. When evening came, He was there alone, but the boat was already over a mile from land, battered by the waves, because the wind was against them. Around 3 in the morning He came toward them walking on the sea. When the disciples saw Him walking on the sea, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. Immediately Jesus spoke to them. "Have courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's You," Peter answered Him, "command me to come to You on the water." "Come," He said. And climbing out of the boat, Peter started walking on the water and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the strength of the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out His hand, caught hold of him, and said to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" When they got into the boat, the wind ceased. Then those in the boat worshipped Him and said, "Truly, You are the Son of God." Okay, and so just like the disciples being in the boat in the middle of a storm, that is how our lives sometimes are. We just feel like we're in this crazy storm and we're afraid, and sometimes we really feel like, how are we going to get out of this?